This is Val, and I want to talk a little bit with you about nonprofits when it comes to expansion. So some organizations are doing absolutely phenomenal. And the question sometimes arises, oh my gosh, we're doing great. We want to have sports leagues and teams. We want to start hosting events and renting out part of our space. And for example, we see this frequently with some of our megachurch clients. They might have large real estate or event space that they rent out to different groups. They may have sports leagues that they sponsor. There may be a coffee shop or a charitable giving shop. So whenever you have lots of great activity going on like that, the question then arises, how do I make sure I stay legally compliant and also within my nonprofit purpose? Or at least that question should be asked, because there are some rules around that. And although the IRS definitely promotes growth and expansion and doing well, nonprofits want to be careful about how they do that. What they're doing, whether it's different real estate investments or events or sports leagues, they have to make sure that when investing in these things or getting revenue, most importantly, from these things, that they are not different aspects of investment or revenue generation that exceed the nonprofit purpose of the organization. So if 80%, there's no fixed percentage rule, but just by means of an example, if 80% of the nonprofit is operating according to the nonprofit purpose, and 20% maybe manages a gift shop or has a mobile restaurant unit or hosts sports leagues that pay a fee, that's okay. But if it starts to look more like 90% of the nonprofit is operating outside of that nonprofit purpose and gaining revenue, then the nonprofit can end up becoming dinged by the IRS. And when I say dinged, I just mean a very legal and official word. No, it means that it can end up getting an audit and being taxed because the nonprofit purpose scope has been exceeded. And if the IRS determines that the organization is operating outside of its purpose and for profit reasons, it can lose its tax exempt status, and it can also end up having to pay back taxes on past years. So it's extremely important when you're a nonprofit organization to make sure not only are you set up and organized for your mission, but that anything else that you add to it, you can do, but you're making sure that it's not exceeding the nonprofit purpose. It's more of a balancing test than it is specific percentages. So important to talk that through with legal counsel. All right, well, if you have any questions, I'd love to work with you. Our team would too. So take care and have an amazing day.